Mm.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Kelsey. If you are not new, I truly appreciate you coming back. So today we're doing favorites. This is the most random favorites video that I think I have ever put together. We have everything from food to TV shows to shoes. So those are my kind of favorites because truthfully I like to see, like, I'm so nosy. I like to see what everyone has and what they use. And truthfully, I always add it to like an Amazon list and I'm like, oh, one day I'm going to buy it. And then I have 400 items in an Amazon list. So it is a random one today. I just kind of like went through everything that I've been using and I was taking notes and it was like everything random. So I just brought it, right? So this is gonna be like a mid-year favorites because I don't have new favorites every month. Truthfully, the months are passing so fast for me that I don't even use that many products in a month, truthfully. So I am just gonna be doing like a mid-year favorite. So this is like the last 6 months or recently, just kind of like things that have stood out where I'm like, wow, this made my life easier, or wow, I really enjoy this. So if you like videos like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I know to continue to do these types of videos. If you are not already subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get into the products. Okay, so the first one, you are going to look like you are being held prisoner, but truthfully, this is the best sleep that I have ever had. So first up on the menu, we do have a eye mask. Now, this eye mask has padding around and then it does indent in here. So your lashes are not going to be pushed up against it. Your eyes are not going to be like pressed shut. You can open your eyes comfortably. I love this mask so incredibly much. This part down here does slide very, very easily. But what I have found, so this part will slide down and you will get a pretty big gap. What I have found is I put the tag through this part and it doesn't do that. So that solved that problem for me. I have become 110% reliant on a sleep mask for obviously sleeping. I sleep so much better and I fall asleep instantly. My brain has associated like putting this on with sleep. So it's a really, I've created a habit with this and I cannot go to sleep without it. So absolute favorite, 100% recommend. And I do recommend one where you can kind of like open your eyes a little bit too. Next up, the real prisoner look. It starts here. We're using mouth tape. So I thought that this, because I am a mouth breather, I unfortunately am. I cannot breathe through my nose that well. I cannot breathe through my nose well at all. I can't. So I'm trying to be more of a nose breather because there's just so many benefits to being a nose breather. Bad things happen when you're a mouth breather, blah, 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 blah. So one thing I'm doing is adding mouth tape. So it does stick to your mouth exactly like this. There are 2 pieces to a sheet. In this pack, you get 60 pieces, obviously. So I love this. It does, like, I move around a lot when I first start to get ready for bed. So I'm usually out of breath like right before I fall asleep. So I wait and then I do put this on. I don't really snore at all, but I'm sure if I did it would help because it does say and stop snoring. But I get the best sleep when this thing sticks to my mouth. I will say don't use any sort of like really oily face lotion or oil or really thick chapstick or anything right before you put it on because it will slide around. I do kind of like, if I do a really thick lotion that night, I will let it soak in and then I will put the chapstick on pretty early in the night and then do this like right before I fall asleep. Best sleep, highly recommend. Now we're getting random. I just picked up the next 2 items. My neighbor is like going through and cleaning out his entire motorhome right now. So I'm sorry if you can hear that, but I said we were getting random and we're getting random. So this is, what are you? Schick Hydro Razor. And it's the sensitive skin one. I love this razor. I think this is a men's razor and that's why it's so good. It has what? 5 blades. It has the little sensitive like green strip up here. The head is super flexible. It gets such a close shave and I don't have to worry about razor burn. I have not had razor burn or anything wrong since I got this razor. I was using I've been like trying to find a good razor and this has hit the mark. I re-upped on I think like 30 heads and this is amazing. If you're wanting a new razor, this is the way to go. I highly recommend this guy. And usually men's razors just work better than women's, I have found, in my personal opinion. So maybe try a men's razor too. Next up are these packets of Agua Frescas. So this is a packet obviously with water flavoring in it. And in general, I'm just really loving the water flavoring trend. I'm not going crazy like the Skittles packet or anything like that. I'm not adding like cotton candy syrup. I just really am enjoying having like a midday drink with some flavor in it because I used to drink 2 sodas a day and this has kind of replaced that for me. So I will say that the cucumber limeade is my absolute least favorite in here. I do not like it. My fiance Ryan likes it a lot though, so he enjoys it. Every other flavor I really like. I will say that if you do under, I want to say like, yeah, you absolutely want to do the 16 fluid ounces because if you do less than that, it is going to be very strong. There is no sugar in here, so you don't have to worry about it being like sugar filled or anything like that. But if you do less than that, it will just be a very strong flavor. So be wary, but really good. I also like the sweet tea little Mio thing. I have that in the kitchen. I just forgot to grab it. That one's really good too. I do like a hefty squirt of it and it tastes like sweet tea. It's really good. What we do is we brew some sun tea and then if we don't have fresh lemonade, I have lemonade packets. So I'll put that in there and then I do a little squeeze of the sweet tea and it is like a sweet tea Arnold Palmer. It is delicious. We're gonna stay with the fridge or kitchen theme, whatever. I don't know what happened to me in the last 6 months, but I cannot get enough of spicy foods. Spicy foods are like, I want everything spicy now. And I have never been this way. I've never been one for spice. I'm like, no, it doesn't enhance anything for me. I need the spice. I need to not feel my lips. That is where I'm at. I recently, with my love of spice, have rediscovered pickled jalapenos. Now, obviously these are not new. This is a new snack, okay? I have started snacking on pickled jalapenos. I don't know what is wrong with me. I was making Ryan a burrito this morning and my mouth started watering because I put these in them and I ate like 4 of them. These are so good. So spices in general, but specifically pickled jalapenos. My mouth is watering again. We're gonna have one. Delicious. Okay, now we're out of the kitchen. Those are so good. We are basement flooded and I tend to participate in recreational activities of the Mary Jane type. So, and I don't go outside every time, so it kind of smells like weed sometimes. And with us having our basement flooding, it smells like mildew a little bit. It's airing out, it's fine, whatever. But this guy, I found this off Amazon and this is incredible. It's specifically for smoke, which I don't know if it matters or not, but it gets rid of everything in the air. It does have a fragrance. It's like a fresh, a little bit floral fragrance. I love the scent. So you spray a little bit, but you have to spray it high in the air because you got to make sure it goes everywhere. And I only did like one small little psh, and this thing took away any funk and it added a really nice scent in my living room. So I highly recommend this if you do participate in that kind of stuff, this works really well. Also, I think if you just have like a funky odor, this would work really well. I notice when I use like the plugins and candles and stuff like that, yes, they work great, but it almost smells like that and with perfume. This takes the other smell away. So you're not smelling a combination of the smells, you're just smelling this. And I love this. I've been spraying this every single night to just kind of like clean up after myself. And in the morning, it's wonderful. I highly recommend this. Even if you just want like a good smelling room, I recommend this. A hair product that I'm very passionate about a couple of hair products. We all know that I am a Unite leave-in conditioner girl. I say that every single time I talk about hair. Tried and true, will always use that. I don't really have any other, like, I guess the IGK texturizing spray would be the only other one that I always have to have on me because I love the way that it holds my hair and I also love the scent. But I talk a lot. This Fakai volume spray came in my FabFitFun box and I am obsessed with this. It kind of smells like cologne, so I'm not a huge fan of the scent. I wish it was a little bit either more light or just different. It smells like a cologne. But it's not too strong at all. So this is a volumizer. So this little guy, you just lift your hair up and you just spray in like towel dry hair. I usually do towel dry hair. I hold it decently far away to just make sure that it gets everything in here, and I will go all the way around my head. I think it's like Made in Taylor or something, she recommended this too. I had this right before and then I saw she recommended it, so I made sure that I got to it. And it is amazing. It is not heavy. I just talked about the X Mondo volumizing spray in my empties video, and that got crunchy, that got heavy. This does not. I love this stuff. It's obviously like liquid and not mousse, so it's just like a mist going all over your hair. This works really well. I do have fine hair, but I have a lot of it, so up top like gets weighed down by the bottom of my hair a lot, but I can always just like bump it up a little bit, and look at that. I just washed my hair and blow dried it, and I used this and I love this. Speaking of scents, I think I've talked about this before, but this is the Angel perfume by, I can never pronounce it, so I'll just write it here. I have the Alien and Angel, and I am obsessed with both of them. I will say I don't use Alien as much just because I used it all through college and it kind of just like takes me back there. So I don't use it too often, but when I do, I'm like, damn, this smells good. This is my daytime fill-in scent. This is so, I love this. It smells florally, fruity, and like clean. I don't know how to describe this, but this is one of my favorite scents. I know like once I go through my freaking hefty drawer, I'm either gonna buy a full size of this, the Clean Skin Reserve, or a Kelseyyellenn perfume. Those are like my top three, but this is like, I feel like I'll always have at least this little refillable, or not refillable, this little travel guy. I feel like I'll always keep this guy on hand because it's nice to have different options, and I love this so much. Okay, let's get some clothes out of the way, and then we will talk about some electronics. So these two paired together, well, obviously not these two, these are one set, but these two with the socks, this is number two. With the socks, these two, I'm obsessed with them for the gym. So I got these back in December, and I only wear them in the gym. I mean, like, I walk into the gym in my socks and slides from Lululemon, or in the winter sometimes I will wear thick-toed, or like the thick bottom slippers. And then I change into these. That's how these have stayed so white. I will say they're not as like bright and vibrant as they once were, but they look pretty damn good for being 6 months old and being used for almost every single leg day. I have these, and I also have the Nike Blazers. I am just really loving this look a lot right now. It is a little bit lower than the Nike Blazers, which I like. It's a little bit looser on the ankle as well. I do keep this top part undone just because I don't like the strictness around my ankle. I love these. And then these shoes paired with these socks, these I got off of Amazon, and these are amazing. These have the perfect height, so they do go up a little bit in here. So when you put it on, look at that. So it goes over barely, just enough where the sock is going to protect this part from rubbing against your calf. And I think these are the perfect combination. I love the shoe for leg day. It is completely flat. So this is gonna be great for lifting and leg day. I don't use these for upper body day. And these socks, I wear these all the time. These are my favorite socks. Once I get holes in the other ones that I bought, I'm just gonna buy those. So these two together, incredible. Okay, last up, electronics. I have my iPad here, and I just want to say that I have been absolutely loving iPad games. I know that seems stupid, but I downloaded Monopoly, I downloaded Typhoon, I downloaded like a knots game, a solitaire game. I love this. This has been something for me to just kind of like zone out to. I don't know what it is. I'm normally not a big games person with electronics or anything like that, but I have been really, really loving this. Like Ryan's had to tell me to stop playing games on my iPad. And so be careful, you could get sucked in, but it's just something that I've been reaching for. It's something that I've really been enjoying. And I think once you find a game where you can kind of like, you don't have to think too hard, it becomes really fun. And it's just like it relaxes my brain because that's all I focus on, and I love it. So this little guy is a cord organizer. This has completely saved my life. I have so many cords and I don't want to get rid of them because cords are expensive, and I have so many I don't need to buy any, and usually I have cords that fit everything. So you will be shocked. Look at this. Look at how many cords are in here. Plus I have this little like lens cover for my camera thingy. It fits so much stuff in here. It is incredible. I took this on the cruise and I had cubes in here. I had chargers. I had everything in here, and it just like, it holds it all so well. I love this thing so much. I am so impressed every single time I try and jam more stuff in here. I'm like, it won't close. This is the time it's gonna give out on me. And I have yet, actually no, you can, I mean, yeah, I shoved too many charging cubes in there and that didn't work. But as far as cords, like, I don't know if a limit exists because this thing is absolutely incredible. If you are a vlogger, if you are a content creator, if you are a person with a lot of cords around, this thing is awesome. Like, I love this thing probably more than I should. Okay, so this is my Kindle, but I've always wanted to be a reader, and I always go for like the trendy books, and sometimes it works out for me, sometimes it doesn't. I finally did my research and I realized that I like crime books or like mystery books. I found James Patterson. Well, I knew all about him. So I was like, you know, let me look into the bigger authors. They're probably got something good, right? He has obviously the whole Alex Cross series, and I started with book 1 and I love it. It's incredible how fast I flew through the first 50% because it was just like, go, go, go. Everything was happening. It was just so much happening that you were following, and I was so into it. And then halfway through, you think you know what's gonna happen. So I hit a lull and I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be like every other book. And then after that, it picks up again. I love the Alex Cross series. So if you do like true crime, if you like all that kind of stuff, it is a little bit graphic. So just be aware of that. But I have been loving an Alex Cross series. I've been wanting to read it. I've been wanting to know what's gonna happen. And I really enjoy that series right now. Okay, I said I had one more thing. So I came on here, I don't know, a few months ago and was singing the praises of online or like digital planning. I'm not anymore. I like it. Truthfully, I do like it, except for one thing that I have not figured out how I want to change. I can't save things month to month, meaning there is one tracking page. So it's not like I can just close up January and all the tracking, all the budget, everything is in one. It erases for the next month. You obviously have your months, you have your days and stuff like that, and all that stuff stays, like your day-to-day stuff. But if you are tracking anything in the trackers, if you are anything like that, it completely goes away. So I have been wanting to get back into paper planning, and what I have been doing to see if I should spend the money on paper planning again is I have been using just a simple notebook. So this is just a regular lined notebook, and I have been doing trackers in here. I have been doing daily to-dos in here. I've always loved paper planning. I've always been like a notes girl. I've always been a stationery person. I've always loved that stuff. And I think I just miss having a pen to a paper, honestly. I really enjoy that form of creativity, and doing that every month with my headphones on and going through my stickers and everything. It was just, I miss doing it. I do truly miss doing it. And you can kind of get the same sense with digital planning. Obviously you can get a lot more shit on there from like Canva. You can go absolutely crazy and make it the most beautiful planner that you have ever seen. I don't have the patience for that. I don't know what to do for that. So I think I just need to go back to the basics. I think I need to pick a planner that I like the format. I like how it's laid out. I can track things, and that's gonna work for me. And I truly, the more I look at it, the more I think that the daily grind planners are very good, because that is 4 months at a time, but it is very detailed. You can close it as like quarters and then you can look back on it. And I still have half of my daily grind planner to use, so I'm going to go back to that. I miss paper planning. So that's it. That's all that I got. Those were all of my favorites. I hope that you guys like found some new favorites or something to try. If nothing else, try that damn cord holder thing and some pickled jalapenos. Like, that's all I got for you today. That's what you come to my channel for, is pickled jalapenos and cord organizers. Hey, I'm not mad. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful week, wherever you are. And if you have not subscribed, please, again, don't forget to subscribe, like, do all the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.